Very good morning to all. Today we are going to discuss about the muscle testing procedures of the major muscles. Okay, first we will go to deltoid muscle. So to test the deltoid muscle, position of the patient should be sitting, elbow should be flexed to indicate the neutral position of the rotation. Okay, not pronation, not supination, neutral position of the rotation. Therapist should stand at the side of the patient and place pressure against the dorsal surface of the distal end of the humerus. Test. The patient is to maintain the arm in abduction against gravity. Instruction to the patient: I am going to push down and I want you to resist me. Keep your arm up as I push down. See, therapist is pushing down and he is trying to keep it up. Don't let it down. Don't let it go down. Just push up, 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 up. Good. Okay, so the muscle power is 5 out of 5. We have already discussed about the muscle grading. I hope you all remember. Grade 0 means no contraction. Grade 1 means flicker of contraction. Grade 2 means against gravity, in eliminated position of the gravity. Grade 3 against gravity. Grade 4 with mild resistance, and grade 5 with normal, with full resistance. So to test against gravity, we are muscle grade, we are assuming that the patient's muscle grade is 3 and we are showing the position of testing the muscles grade 3. Okay, so you can test all the muscles what we are showing in grade 3, 4 and 5 in the same positioning. Grade 2 is in eliminated gravity position, and so you have to find a different position in which the movement takes place in the eliminated gravity. Okay. Now we are going to see how the biceps muscle is testing. You know where is biceps, what is biceps, and function of the biceps. Position of the patient. The patient is sitting with the elbow flexed at right angle with forearm in supination. You know what is supination, what is pronation. Priest pronates and beggars supinate. Position of therapist. Therapist should stand in front and at the side, testing side of the patient. The hand giving resistance is cornered over the flexor surface of the forearm, just proximal to the wrist. Other hand is applied to the humerus to provide a counter force. Test. Patient flexes the elbow against your applied resistance. If biceps or brachialis are weak, the patient will pronate the forearm before flexing the elbow. Okay. Instruction to the patient: bend your elbow, hold it, don't let me pull in. Okay, don't pull it down. Bend your elbow, bend your elbow, bend your elbow. Okay, so if the patient is able to resist the full resistance and not able to bend or keep it in the keep the resistance, the muscle power is 5, muscle grade is 5. If the patient can't withhold the resistance which therapist is giving or mildly can withstand, then it is 4. And you can do smoothly without any resistance or without mild resistance, it is grade 3. Okay, hope it's clear. So now we are going to test the triceps muscles. You know, triceps is on the posterior aspect of the upper arm, and its function is extension of the elbow joint. To test the triceps muscle, position of the patient is supine lying or prone lying, shoulder abducted to 90 degree with normal rotation, okay, no internally or externally rotated, and the upper arm is supported between shoulder and elbow by the table. You see, the upper arm is completely supported. And position of the therapist, stand on the side of it to be tested, and the testing hand placed on the dorsal surface of the forearm. Okay, you see the testing hand is on the dorsal surface of the forearm, just above the wrist. Test extension of the elbow joint. Pressure against the forearm in direction of flexion. Okay, so therapist will apply pressure in flexion, and instruction to the patient, don't let me straighten the elbow. Okay, so this is the testing of triceps. Okay, good. Now we will see the testing of wrist extensors. For testing the wrist extensors, patient should be sitting with the elbow and forearm supported, and forearm is in full pronation with the fingers flexed. See, this is the position. And position of therapist. Therapist should stand or sit at a diagonal position in front of the patient. Test. Support the patient's forearm under the wrist, while the other hand used for resistance is placed over the dorsal surface of the metacarpals. Do not permit full extension of the fingers. Instruction to the patient, bring your wrist up. Hold it. Don't let me push it down. See, he is doing wrist extension and therapist is resisting the movement. This is the testing of wrist extensors. We are going to test the gluteus muscles. There are three muscles, gluteal muscles: gluteus medius, minimus and maximus. Gluteus medius and minimus is doing abduction of the hip joint. For testing the gluteus medius along with the minimus, patient should be side lying and the test leg is superior to the supporting leg. Bend the down leg. Bend. Okay. And the test limb is slightly extended beyond the midline and pelvis is rotated slightly forward. Okay. The supporting leg is flexed for stability. Supporting leg is flexed. Okay. Is flexed for stability. Position of the therapist. Therapist stands behind the patient and the test hand is placed on the lateral surface of the knee or at the ankle, and the other hand is just proximal to the greater trochanter. See the position. The one hand above the ankle or can be above the knee joint. And the patient abducts against the applied resistance without flexing or rotating the hip in either direction. Resistance by examiner is straight and downwards. Instruction to the patient, I am going to push down on your leg and I want you to resist me. Okay? Just keep a little bit more up. Okay, then apply resistance down and just try to resist. Good. Up. In that neutral position is that. And apply pressure. Good. That's that. Okay. The testing limb should be straight and in neutral position. The down leg is flexed for support. We are going to show how gluteus maximus is tested. Gluteus maximus is one of the gluteal muscle which extends the hip joint. Okay, to test the gluteus maximus, patient should be in prone lying with knee flexed at 90 degree. See, this is the position of the patient. And position of therapist. Therapist stands on the side to be tested and the testing hand is placed over the posterior thigh just above the knee. The other hand may stabilize the pelvis at the upper buttocks. Test. Patient extends the hip through the available range of motion with knee flexion at 90 degree. Resistance is applied directly downwards towards the floor. Instruction to the patient, lift your leg towards the ceiling and keep your knee bent. Okay, try to extend. See, he's moving his leg towards the ceiling and therapist is applying pressure downwards. Okay, hope it's clear. Now we are going to test the quadriceps muscle. Okay, you know quadriceps is situated on the anterior aspect of the thigh and it includes 4 muscles. Okay, and the action is extension of the knee. To test the quadriceps muscle, patient is sitting with the trunk approximately perpendicular to the floor and leg is extended very minimally or semi-flexed, and position of the therapist stand at the test side of the tested limb and the testing hand is placed over the anterior surface of the distal leg just above the ankle and other hand is placed under the distal thigh. Okay, you see the position. Okay, just above the ankle on the anterior aspect and the other hand is just above the knee on the posterior aspect. Okay, and test patient extends the knee through available range of motion, but don't allow to lock. That means not in full extension. Okay, and instruction to the patient, straighten your knee and hold it. Don't let me bend it. Okay, so therapist is applying pressure in towards the flexion and patient is trying to extend. Okay, so while testing all we are doing giving resistance against the action of the muscle. Is it clear? We are going to test the hamstring muscle. You know the hamstring muscles lie on the posterior aspect of the thigh, and it includes semimembranosus, semitendinosus and biceps femoris, and the nerve supply is sciatic nerve. Action is flexion of the knee joint. So before doing, you should revise all the muscles. Position of the patient is prone lying with the flexion of the knee between 50 to 70 degree. The therapist should stand on the side to be tested, and the testing hand is placed over the leg just above the ankle. See, this is the position. Okay, and test. Patient flexes the knee joint and resistance is applied towards the floor. The therapist will apply the pressure towards the floor and patient will try to flex. The resistance will be always opposite to the action of the muscle, and the patient will be trying to do the action. Okay, so Raj is going to flex the knee and Miss is going to resisting or trying to do the extension. See, apply, apply, apply. See, this is the testing of hamstring muscles. Now we are going to test the ankle dorsiflexion. Patient, you know what is dorsiflexion, what is plantar flexion. Position of the patient: sitting, knees flexed at 90 degree, high sitting. Okay, and position of therapist: sit in front of the testing lip and support the leg just above the posterior aspect of the ankle joint in front of the patient. The patient dorsiflexes the ankle joint without extending the great toe. Pressure is applied on the dorsum of the foot in direction of plantar flexion and eversion. Instruction to the patient: pull your foot upward to the ceiling. Okay, not big toe. Okay, completely. See, the pressure is applied downwards and Raj is trying to move up towards the ceiling. Right?